Okay, welcome back. So we have, where we left off last time, we had time remapped our video and conformed it to the frame rate footage, and we'd also used a mode for our video to give it sort of this ghostly spooky effect, and we decided on soft light. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to time remap this video so it's just a little bit longer. So I'm clicking on my Walking Through the Trees at Sunset video, and I'm going to go to Layer, and I'm going to enable time remapping. And now I'm going to go to Layer, and I'm going to go to Time, and I'm going to, instead of time reverse, I'm going to do time stretch. So I'm going to do a factor here of 300, and I'm going to have it hold the layer out point. Okay, so I'm going to move that over. So this is going to begin our video, our spooky video. So as we can see, we have our guy walking across. And you can see here's our time remap properties for this. Now the next thing we're going to do to this guy is we're going to have it be extra spooky, and we are going to add an effect to it. So I went to Effects and Presets here, and we are going to add a lens flare, which actually, I'm not a real big fan of lens flares, but in this case it'll look like an alien is following him, so I am in favor of it. So I'm going to start that right at the point in time where I want him to come in. I'm going to drag it right onto that piece of footage. And how does it look? Not that great. What we want to do is animate the lens flare so that it follows our guy. Okay. So as you can see, we have lens flare here, and here are all of the options that we have, but I get another menu here, effects. So I have all my effects here, lens flare, and here are all the properties I can change. Well, the first thing I'm going to change, I'm going to move to the beginning of my video, and I'm going to, and I could do that just by typing 0000 right there. And I am going to place a keyframe at flare center. Okay, so now I have a keyframe at the flare center. Now I'm going to drag that flare center to where I want it to be. So I'm going to double click on my walking through. Okay, effects flare center. Okay, here's our flare center right there. And we're going to start it right when our man walks into the frame. So we want the speed of it to match. Okay, so our flare center starts here, and I'm going to have it follow our guy across the frame. So I'm actually going to place another keyframe right here, flare center, and I'm going to move our flare center to where he is, and then at the very end I want it to follow him. So as he exits the frame, I'm going to place another keyframe there at flare center, and I'm going to move the flare center there. Okay, so now the flare center follows him, see that? As he walks across the frame. Very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. So that's the beginning of our spooky title animation. And we need to render this. So I'm going to export this. I'm going to add it to the render queue because I'd like to see it in real time and not RAM preview. We have kind of a lot going on here. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to output it to Project Files Lecture 6, and I'm going to call it spooky.mov. Go ahead and save it and render it, and that is going to take a little bit of time. And so we're going to come back to this after it renders, and then we will start to add some more spooky effects and make sort of a horror film style title. All right, thanks for watching.